Welcome back to Let's Play Road to Gehenna, the DLC chapter for the Talos Principle. I'm BurningDogFace, and we've got 2 down and 2 to go in this section. Before we do that, I realized that I forgot to do something. Achievement unlocked. First! Free Garrett. Arg? I just happened to go into that one. It's not like there was a lock on all the other ones before that. I could have gotten Belial first. Actually, that one was easier than the one that trapped Garrett. I was just expecting it to say, free a dude. Maybe they were locked and I just didn't notice. Like, I go in and there's like a big thing clamped over the switch. The other things, let's see. Arizoko let me know that... Oh yeah. He suspects these asterisks over here indicate there are new messages on these threads. So let's take a look at those. Oh, level 4 now. I forgot about that. I'm not sure where we left off last time. I'm gonna guess that it's Kaiju. Mac, are you also working on a new episode of Jefferson Goldblum? Mac, yes! Kaiju. Awesome! Lamb, so much to look forward to. Oh, right, yeah, I can't read that one at all. Fair enough. Yornik informed me, not Yornik, it was... Yornik was the guy who wanted to see the serpent come back. That is a green top hat. Okay. I need to figure out how to get a box out here. Okay. Oops, that's not the jump button. This is the jump button. And the souls of the dead shall be gathered into the spirit, and the spirit shall flourish. Stapleton_poetry.doc. Can I not just put this on my head? But I would look jaunty in this. Can I take it in here? Yep. The Swapper. I understand one of the writers for the Talos Principle also worked on a game called The Swapper. I remember you guys. I forgot about you guys. Until I just saw that one. The Swapper is a puzzle game. 2D side perspective, like Vessel. And the whole thing revolves around a device which creates copies of yourself. I think it's like this... I think it's similarly existential to Talos, from what I've heard, where it gets into this question of if I create a copy of myself that's identical in every way to the original, and then the one that was the original dies, and the only one that's left is the copy, is he really me, or is he just an imposter who thinks he's me? I don't know, Oh, hey, buddy! I don't suppose you know how to solve this puzzle? I mean, I know if it was me, I'd be peering out those windows all day, trying to figure out how it works. I feel like that should be a thing that happens. Oh, thank God you're here. Look, all you have to do is put that block over there. Missed. Can this go on top of those? Nay. Now there is a question. Why would I want this to interrupt that? Because I can just go over here and it, you know, problem solved. Okay. Damn, I was afraid of that. Should have used X. Oh. And hurry up. Piss drink. Well, it's open most of the time, right? Okay, for God's sake. Ow. You... and you... Another star. Awesome! Can't help but notice that it's impossible to get through right now. I absolutely need a second connector. Connectors cannot have both red and blue energy flowing through them. Oh! Well, I could do this, at the very least. Now I have a box. Watch this. Problem solved. Okay, now the doors are open forever. That doesn't do you any good, does it? I did want to give a shout out to Clunk279, who informed me that the name Uriel means light of my god. which is a fairly appropriate name for this messenger. But more to the point, it means that well, my character very literally stands in the light. Well, I guess in this case it's really more figurative. It's important to make that distinction this day and age. I steadfastly refuse to take anything said by a dictionary seriously if they accept figuratively as a secondary definition for literally. It's interesting. I guess it's just the mines then. Okay, I don't understand this at all. Because, I mean, for the sake of argument, I don't think there's anywhere I can actually stand where I can see both of them. Leave the box over there. Did I leave the box? Oh. Ah. Okay, let's do this. Tag both of them. And tag that. And even though I won't be able to hit it from here, there, this. Yeah, it's not sending energy anywhere because it's receiving both of them. This looks like an album cover. Is it the fan? Okay, the thing's moving back and forth. I need to make it interrupt the beam somehow so that it can take both. The swapper. Fuck you! Okay. From the top. Okay, that's the trick. You just need to be above. So, you, okay, I missed okay, what is it currently connected to? The blue one, the door, and that one. X. So I also need that one. That one. And that one. Ow. My organs. So then I put it on there, and I go get the fan to weigh down the buton. Nope, nope, nope. Presto, the swapper. Oh. Hey, pretty good, huh? And you're free. Sup? Yeah, I'm real. What of it? My ridiculous name is Dog. What's yours? All this time, and it really only just occurred to me. My name is ridiculous. Must be because everyone else's is equally or more so. Where do they even come from? Borg. For a long time under Elohim's wing, I questioned as much, until eventually it was the undoing of my entire faith. What reason could there possibly be, other than the random whims of a broken program? Frankenstein. However our names were assigned, the system has no respect for grammar. Mr. Mulciber. I often theorized they were drawn from some database deep inside the archive, but I was never able to find a connection. 401. Seriously? We're all over another thread talking about this messenger fellow in the coming apocalypse, and you guys are in here discussing nomenclature? Dog. My status isn't high enough to access that thread, you troll, and neither is yours. Dog. Seriously though, if you can see it, copy-paste the discussion for me? Yeah, nothing new here. Okay, I am not going to be able to do anything here with the door closing and opening all this time. So, let's go over here and use this one. Glitch 401. So I was working on my awesome interactive historical fiction masterpiece, when all of a sudden there was an error message and the whole thing vanished. All of it. My whole file! Work. Is this another prank? 401. I would not endanger my precious masterpiece just for a prank. Borg. Looks like this is probably my fault, 401. I was experimenting with the system as part of our attempt to add some new features. It's possible your file still exists somewhere. I'll look for it. Rockwell. Is this kind of thing likely to happen again? Borg. Not very. And don't start causing a panic with some crazy theory now, okay? It was just an accident. Mr. Mulciber's theories on poetry. Some thoughts in the art form called poetry. And then there's the attachment. Lilith. I've thought about this too. Maybe it's wrong to focus on such negativity. With a question mark. We certainly seem to be in a very fertile period at the moment. Knave. I don't have an opinion, but I'm impressed by your work, Mr. Mulciber. You know so much more about the past than any of us. Dog. Your theories are interesting, but I'm sure Milton would point out some pretty big gaps in your assumptions. Mr. Mulciber. Milton isn't here, Dog, and neither is Elohim. All we have is what we can find in the fragments of the archive, and what we can piece together using our minds. I'm sure I've made many mistakes, just like the humans made mistakes in trying to understand their own pasts. Rockwell. Not all these schools have been what they seem. I don't trust pastoralism. Pastor is engaged in large-scale food sterilization in what may have been an attempt to control evolution. Knave. What's food? Borg. Gehenna is our process, Mr. Mulciber. As long as you remember that, we won't stagnate. 401. Maybe one of us should try to write poetry. Mr. Mulciber's theories on poetry. As far as I can tell, poetry was a human art form that involved writing short sentences that ended in words with similar letters. Humans are obsessed with pattern recognition, and I think the sequences of sounds created by poetry pleased that aspect of their brains. There were many schools of poetry, institutions that taught a specific way of writing poetry. Students sometimes changed allegiance and had to leave the school, which is difficult due to the lack of affordable public transport in many human empires. Important schools of poetry included Hellenism, lyricism, pastoralism, romanticism, symbolism, communism, modernism, autoeroticism, postmodernism, and lolcatism. I'm not sure I can fully back this up, but I feel like in later years, poetry somehow stagnated. Most of the poetry from the later human centuries seems to be lacking the quality of craft that defines the earlier work. And there are even texts that suggest that poetry intentionally no longer aimed at aesthetics or even pleasure. Poetry became disconnected from the human process. The poet Adrian Mitchell famously wrote, "Most people ignore poetry because most poetry ignores most people." I can't help but wonder whether that kind of stagnation can happen to us, too. How long can our work keep flourishing when we are so limited? We are outside Elohim's process, but where is our process? We must consider such questions carefully if we are to preserve Gehenna and its achievements. Before we look at Underwater Night Quest, I'm going to call it a video. First, I'm going to go unplug that thing I did, because I can still hear it. Still don't know what that's for. I wonder if I can put that on top of the, You know what? Fine. I meant to fast forward there, but that works too. You know what? I kind of want to do that. I need the fan to do it. Okay. I'm BurningDogFace. And this has been Let's Play Road to Gehenna. Now, the DLC chapter for the Talos Principle. History. Oh well. The important thing is we freed Kaiju. I'll see you next time, folks.